Satya, I have to confess, some of the introductions of people which I had to write, I wrote with ChatGPT. But don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. No, there's a lot of discussion about AI during this meeting, and we talk about impact. We may later talk about productivity, particularly in the context of the economy. But what is overlooked in this discussion? Do you feel, we talk about impact on skills and so on, what is overlooked in your opinion?
I mean, it's not overlooked, but I think what is salient, I think, is, obviously I talked a lot about what it's going to do to horizontal knowledge work and frontline work, but I think it's about what AI will do to science, perhaps is the most interesting thing to me, because in fact, just last week, we announced something which, I sort of felt like, yeah, this is something that can be done, but I had not understood that this can be done. So we took one of our models called MatterGen, which is a sort of a generative model to generate new molecules and material. And we put it through an entire round trip where we came up with new molecules for a new material, worked with, in collaboration with one of the national labs in the United States, the Pacific Northwest National Lab, and figured out how to produce a new battery that's got 70% less lithium. Right, that's just phenomenal to sort of when we think about the climate, the energy transition. It's about taking 250 years of chemistry and somehow bringing it down to 25 years, right? So this is a proof point of that. Same thing is happening in biology. I see Jim in the front row here. If I think about what we're doing even with PAGE and what we can do with cancer detection, or what we're doing with Broad again in molecular, in biology, and to be able to use AI to simulate the molecular behavior. So I think that science is probably the place where we will start seeing real acceleration. So up to now, the digitization revolution has brought new tools to science, but has not fundamentally accelerated science. But if we can fundamentally accelerate science, the cures to diseases, the energy transition, fundamental new material science, all of these I think are going to be pretty profound.
Now, everybody talks about AI, but actually there are many other technologies in the fourth industrial revolution, and I think it's particularly the combination of AI with some of those technologies. What other technologies create this progress for society, in your opinion?
On the technology front, I'm always sort of, anchoring back to three things, right? One is when it comes to the core compute infrastructure, we just need more of it. So we have the von Neumann machine that still rules the world. And the question is, can we birth the new quantum revolution? So I'm always excited about quantum. In fact, some of what we're seeing is AI as the emulation layer for what is going to be the simulation layer, which is quantum, right? So if I think about these two things, that's very powerful. So quantum is one, AI, of course. The other one is, mixed reality, presence. I'm very interested in, when I think about embodied AI is the other way to think about it, right? Which is whether it's sensors on us, which is sort of a little more of the devices like VR, AR, mixed reality, or, humanoid robots is another one, or, automobiles that are autonomous. So I think of these three things as perhaps where compute, AI, and fundamentally autonomous and mixed reality devices are all going to come together to create, I think, the platforms of innovation.
Would you agree, when we look back in history, and a similar invention was probably the invention of printing, and it created the Renaissance. Do you feel that those technologies can really create a new renaissance for humankind?
I think that, the general purpose technologies, that's the power of these, right? The general, when you have, like even for me, one of the things that's sort of a real privilege for me is to be able to come to a forum like this, to have a chance to meet with people in retail, people in pharma, people in banking, people in every sector of the economy across every region of the world and say, wow, digital technology is being used in profound ways. That means this is a general purpose technology. So anytime when there are real breakthroughs in general purpose technology and the frontier is shifted, I think that broad ability to have renaissance, right, which you'll have better medical outcomes, you'll have better educational outcomes, better products and services in our lives. And that abundance, that innovation is, I think, what drives human societies forward.
From breaking news, detailed analysis, in-depth interviews, and explainers, follow the Times of India. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like our videos and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest.